Welcome to Chapter 3, The Remarkable Body.
Biology in Society by Professor Tammy. Learning Objectives 1. Understanding Basic Genetics. Biology in Society. Got lactose? Does anyone know the difference between milk allergy and lactose intolerance? Well, milk allergy deals with the protein of the milk, while lactose intolerance deals with the enzyme of the milk. Lactose is the main sugar found in milk. Lactose intolerance is the inability to properly digest lactose. So what happens is, instead of lactose being broken down and absorbed in the small intestine, lactose is broken down by bacteria in the large intestine. Large intestine is also known as colon. And what happens in the large intestine is it produces gas and discomfort. Lactose intolerance can be addressed by avoiding lactose-containing foods or foods with lactose, or consuming lactase pills along with food. So some foods that have lactose are milk, dairy foods. Evolution connection. The evolution of lactose intolerance in humans. Most people are lactose intolerant. So if you see the word with an ending of OSE, that means sugar. Lactose intolerance is found in 80% of African Americans and Native Americans, 90% of Asian Americans, but only 10% of Americans of Northern European descent. In cultures where dairy products, like milk products, were a staple is something that you eat pretty much almost every single day in almost every single meal. Like you eat it often. It's the staple. And the diet. Natural selection would have favored anyone with a mutation that kept the lactase gene switched on beyond infanthood. So, lactase is the enzyme that breaks down lactose. Infanthood is, up to 1 year old, like babies, very cute babies. And all babies are cute. Ethnic groups in East Africa that rely upon dairy products are also lactose intolerant, but due to some genetic changes that kept the lactase gene permanently active. So, it didn't switch. So babies in general are not lactose intolerant. But once they reach, the age of 1, when usually there's a gene that switch and say, okay, you're going to be lactose intolerant. So that's the idea of this PowerPoint slide.
So, there are some things that can help people who are lactose intolerant, such as lactase drops, lactate fast acts, like their tablets, or drinking lactate milk, which contain the enzyme lactase in there to help break down the lactose. And same thing the with the ice cream. It says 100% lactose free, but it has lactase to help you with it, especially if it's real dairy. So they have the enzyme lactase to help aid the digestion. But there are varying degrees of those who are lactose intolerant. Some people, they can still drink milk just regularly, no problem. Some people, they can have some milk, but only maybe 2 ounces at a time. Some people can still have yogurt, ice cream, cheese, because they're more processed, they can tolerate it. While you have also those who need the help of lactate drop or lactate caplets to help them tolerate the lactose when they go out with their friends to eat ice cream and stuff. But there's also a group that even these lactate aids, like the drops or the caplets, it still doesn't work for them. So a lot of the gas that's forming in the colon, you might hear people burp or fart because of the gas that's in their colon. It kind of the bacteria breaks the lactose, the lactose sugar, the milk sugar down, and that's when the gas forms. And that's why some people fart or burp.
Genes control functions. Each gene is a blueprint that directs the production of one or more proteins. So each gene has like directions to tell the cells what they need to do. Cells provide the instructions for all the structural components that cells need to survive. Each cell contains a complete set of genes. They're located in the chromosomes, but different ones are active in different types of cells. So let's just say your brain cells are not going to work the same as your red blood cells or your kidney cells. So your gene is telling each cell what they need to do, and their functions are all different. Gene variations can occur, such as inborn error of metabolism, what you were born with, like an error that may cause you to not work your metabolism as most people would. An example is PKU, in which this is an inborn error. A special diet must start from infancy, from the time they're born. The person cannot consume certain artificial sweetener. This warning must be printed in food labels. It is a legal thing too. So sometimes having inborn error can influence your nutrient absorption. Like, can you absorb this nutrient because of an inborn error?
See you soon. And remember to read the book.